Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tara, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at who is dying to reach out to you. So this is another Halloween topic. We're gonna maybe have more of these until the day of Halloween, so stay tuned. Okay, so please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm now going to show you crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1, we have Pyrite. For pile number 2, we have Amethyst. And for pile number 3, we have green Opal. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be a pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this pyrite crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who's dying to reach out to you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. The card you chose is Angelic Realms, card number 1, with a team effort, charity, validation, and patience. Yet we still don't know if this is a message from your angels about who's dying to reach out to you, or if it's going to be someone with an angelic soul that is human. So let's go ahead and add your cards. Let's see what shows up for you. I'm very curious to see who is dying to reach out to you. So we're going to be using the Sacred Light Oracle. We're going to be using the Vanessa Tarot, and we're also going to be using the Muse Tarot. So let's see what shows up for you. So spirit guides on my pile number 1s. Who's dying to reach out to my pile number 1s? We have Cathedral of Light with stubborn attitudes, extending the olive branch and artistry, card number 5. Who is dying to reach out to my pile number 1s? So we have Antakarana, card number 2, with Crossing the Rainbow Bridge, Resurrection coming full circle. And at the back of the deck, we have Soul Family. Spirit guides of my pile number 1s. Who is dying to reach out to my pile number 1s? So we have the Temperance card. So then we have the 9 of Wands, since this card wanted to pop out. So it seems something about healing a challenge. Alchemizing a challenge. We have the Star at the back of the deck. So let's take a look at the other tarot cards. So spirit guides of my pile number 1s. Who is dying to reach out to them? We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Magician. We have the Justice card. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the High Priestess. I want to shuffle 2 more cards for who's dying to reach out to pile ones. The Devil. And the 6 of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from your pile, my pile number 1s, all of a sudden I feel like sneezing. I wonder what that means, because I didn't feel like that until I started talking to you now. So I'm reading on different articles here about the spiritual meaning of sneezing. One says it's a sign of good luck and a sign of divine intervention in your life, which is actually a confirmation of something I saw now and was going to tell you about. Just give me a moment as I describe what I see here. And then it also says a sign that your guides are trying to communicate with you. Another one says that you are working on expelling negative energies and cleansing your spirit of these bad energies. So what I get from this, also it says a sign of the connection with the fresh, revitalizing energies of the early morning. It could symbolize a fresh start, a spiritual purification, or a renewed connection with nature. Okay, so what I take from your reading here, what I'm really getting is who's dying to reach out to you. There's 2 energies here. So one is your angels and your spirit guides trying to warn you about a particular person in your life that is also dying to reach out to you. So I see it like one person's dying to reach out to you, a human on earth, and then, your spirit guides and your angels, they're trying to patiently reach out to you about something or a person in your life, okay? It doesn't always have to be a person for most of you, but for most of you, I see it is. So just take it as it resonates. But with the angelic realms here, I'm really getting that your angels have been trying to send you signs, trying to send you intuitive messages here with the high priestess about this particular situation or person. And what I'm really getting here is they've been sending you signs in the form of repeating numbers, in the form of animals, in the form of dreams, or intuitive messages or feelings, an internal knowing. There's something about paying attention to certain signs you are seeing from them and paying attention to intuitive messages and feelings you get, as well as dreams. Are there any significant dreams or signs you've been seeing recently? Really think about it and pay attention to it, because there is some kind of message there and it could be different for all of you. Okay, so this person, whoever it is that they are trying to warn you about, they are showing up as the devil energy here, which shows me that maybe they don't have the best intentions towards you. This person could show up as a very controlling person. And I'm seeing a vision of someone that does something wrong, right? Like they do something to hurt you, and then right after they say sorry, and then they say like they didn't mean to, and then they end up doing it again. So I just saw a vision of that. So this could be the type of person that says sorry, but then they don't fix their mistakes after, or they don't learn from what has previously happened. They just do it again, if that makes sense. It's kind of reminding me of a quote I read another time. Apology without change is manipulation. And this is exactly what we see in the Devil card. A sense of someone trying to control another person like a puppet. So I want you to be maybe aware of who this is in your life. You already intuitively know, or what situation this is that is controlling you in some way, in a negative way. or trying to control you or manipulate you. So, you know what I feel this person has? I feel this person has like a Mars energy. So, they could have Scorpio or Aries in their charts, and there's nothing to say that Scorpio, Aries are like this energy. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I just feel the energies of Mars energy. And when we think of Mars energy or any planet in general, when we think of like Venus, for example, there are positive attributes to that planet or the signs with that planet, but there are also negative attributes depending on whether the person is an evolved sign or whether they are unevolved. So you could see an evolved Scorpio, for example, being someone really transformative. They're someone really in touch with their intense emotions, and they use that to propel them forward in life and in a healthy way. They could be healers, or they could be very comfortable with looking into the occult in a way that serves them, like, looking into spirituality, into tarot, into things like that, or, following their passions, following their dreams in a very healthy way and letting out those passions in a very healthy way. So, that is, the first things that come to mind about like an evolved Scorpio. But then when you think of an unevolved Scorpio, you'd see someone very obsessive, possessive, um, you know, very much like that type of energy in the wrong way, if that makes sense. And then same with Aries, if you think of an evolved Aries, they could probably be someone that is multi-passionate, that, wants to dip their feet in different things they want to do, or they could use their quote unquote impulsivity to the best possible outcome for them. Like, I don't know, going to the gym, impulsively because they feel they have energy, or, like that's the type of energy I talk about. It's not, you don't have to use my examples because I can't really think of good examples right now, but, there are unevolved signs and there are evolved signs. And I feel like this person is unevolved in some way. Whoever your guides are trying to warn you about, I feel like you already intuitively know. If someone comes to mind, then that's your person we're talking about. Because I feel like this person, if they're not in your life anymore, I feel them trying to reach out and trying to come back to you and trying to say to you, like, I've changed, I've healed, with resurrection here, coming full circle. I've changed, I've healed, I've done work on myself, like internal healing work. I'm ready to be different. I see that type of energy here, or a type of message like that, or a call, or, trying to see you in person. And with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like this person is going to try give you something, or gift you something, or try warm you up by being generous with you in some way. So let's say, for example, this person tries to take you out to an expensive restaurant to just, warm you up with the Queen of Wands, make you maybe not see their true intentions, if that makes sense. Or let's say, you see this person and they buy you a gift. Okay, or let's say they are really kind to you and they're giving you a lot of time and attention at first. And I don't know, like, it's giving me a vibe, I could be wrong, it's giving me a vibe of like, I'm only doing this generous act or this kind act towards you to win you over or to manipulate you. Like that's what I'm getting from this person. So I'd say stand in your power, stand in your truth with the Justice and the Queen of Wands. Your intention and your belief in self can maneuver the outcome in a way, is what I feel. Because this Queen of Wands, she has her third eye over here, and her third eye is moving these pyramids. So I take that as a message when you stand in your power, when you stand in your truth with the Justice card, you are able to move mountains, you're able to move the outcome, move the pyramids to where you want it to be, if that makes sense. I feel like you're able to create a different outcome here with the Magician by maybe avoiding this person or setting certain boundaries with the Justice card, you know. Like, let's say, for example, I feel an energy of family for some of you. Like, let's say this is a family member and you haven't spoken a while, and all of a sudden, maybe they're back in your life now. They're trying to come back into your life, and they suggest you and them have a day where you get to see each other. And let's say they try to, do the usual things that they usually do that are sort of toxic. And maybe in the past, maybe you would keep quiet or you would not say anything this time. Or I don't know what you would do in the past, but like this time, maybe speak up for yourself and set a boundary, or, say something like, "Oh, I'm busy that day. I can't do it, blah 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 blah." I don't know. Like that's the vibe I'm getting, like working around it and not allowing them to have power over you, to, play mind games with you or have some kind of power struggle with you. Let's say, for example, this is an ex. Oh, don't get me started on that. With the devil here, you don't even have to entertain them. If this is an ex, like, don't even entertain them. Don't even answer the message. Or you can answer the message, but, or the call, or whatever, like, they try to bring towards you. I feel for most it's a message or a call, like I'm seeing like a phone, right? You can even tell them what's on your mind. Like I'm hearing your angels say, give them a piece of your mind. But what I basically pick up on here, the important message is your guides have been trying to warn you. Your angels have been trying to patiently warn you about this person and what may potentially happen here. Because I feel with the Page of Swords in reverse, when you really analyze and look at this person from a logical point of view, you will see that they have not learned. That's the first impression I get from the Page of Swords reverse. This person has not learned their lesson. They may say they have, but they have not learned their lesson. They have not changed. And that's the important message here. I feel with the Nine of Pentacles, they're going to, like I said, with the Six of Pentacles, try spoil you, try, warm you up by giving you a lot of compliments, giving you maybe a physical gift, buying you something. Even the Pyrite crystal is a crystal of wealth. So I'm getting that impression very strongly, like they're gonna try give you something that is very maybe important to you or very expensive to try warm you up. And I feel they're going to try to say, I want to heal some type of challenge we had in the past, some kind of conflict we had in the past. But they still have this stubborn attitude. They're not changing, you know what I mean? There is no change here. And that's what I want to say here. Anything else, Spirit? Because I don't even want to focus on this energy too long. I feel like it's to the point, if that makes sense. Anything else, Spirit, about this situation? Yeah, for a lot of you, Spirit is showing me it could be an ex or it could be someone you were with intimately. If it was someone like romantic in the past, or if you were with them intimately, they're gonna try do that again with you. I'm seeing something about them like still being attracted to you and still wanting you in that way. This is not an 18 plus reading, but I'm seeing in the bedroom. Okay, I'm sure most of you can understand what I'm saying. Yeah, but Spirit is saying, like, please don't fall under the trap. Like, this person feels like they're almost like trapping you, if that makes sense. Like trying to, like, I'm hearing the word trickery, manipulation. Like, they're not coming with good intentions towards you at all. At all. But they're pretending under a mask of gifts and compliments and being kind and doing it excessively. You know what I mean? So this is what I want to say. Anything else, Spirit? I think that's all. Yeah, Spirit is showing me for a lot of you it is romantic. So this is what I have for you, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Amethyst crystal and the Tibetan fire serpent card number 33 with seeking a higher truth, discernment, a better path, and authority, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who's dying to reach out to you, my pile number 2s. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to be using the Sacred Light Oracle deck, the Vanessa Tarot, as well as the Muse Tarot. So let's get started with your reading and see who is dying to reach out to you. So I'm hearing a song by Drake. I just want to get the actual song name because I haven't listened to his songs in a while, so I'm not sure what it's called. Oh, it's Take Care. That's a sweet song by Drake. So maybe listen to that song. That song could be significant to this person and, you know, maybe how they feel about you right now. So spirit guides of my pile number 2s, who is dying to reach out to them? We have Inner Oracle, card number 17 with You Are the Channel Deja Vu Self-Fulfilling Prophecy. And here we see faintly in the background like a little microphone. So this person is definitely trying to communicate with you in some way. Like I'm seeing the 3rd house energies, and the 3rd house is communication, like clairvoyantly. We also have Libra here with the Libra scales. So for some of you, this person could be a Libra, or for some of you, this person could be a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have Scales of Karma, Cycles of Disharmony, Creating New Traditions, Unfortunate Events, card number 27. So I'm noticing the number 7 has repeated, and we have 33 here. This could be significant to you, those angel numbers. And at the back of the deck, we have Divine Creation with Acceptance, Personal Commitments, and Euphoria. So, you know, since the Drake song is like Take Care, I feel like this person maybe cares about you. You know, in that song, Rihanna says, I know you've been hurt by someone else. I can tell by the way you carry yourself. If you let me, I'll take care of you. You know what I mean? So I do feel like a sort of good feeling. Let's just see what your cards are first. Forgot to add these ones first. So, spirit guides on my pile number 2s. Okay, we have the 2 of Swords. I feel like a kind of excitement in this pile, like to see who this is. I don't know how to explain it, but like, I don't know. Who's dying to reach out to them? The Ace of Swords. Yeah. We also have an extra card wanting to come out, the 4 of Cups. This person may want to go on a coffee date with you. That's what I'm getting from this card. Or a date in general. Doesn't have to be romantic, but with the Knight of Cups at the back of the deck, I guess this person wants to communicate lovingly to you, whether this is romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. They want to communicate something to you or send you some kind of letter. heart to heart energy, since there is a heart on this letter, coming towards you with love. And love can be platonic, love can be romantic. It doesn't matter which one it is, but this person definitely wants to send you some kind of message, whether it is on social media, an actual letter, an actual phone call telling you how they feel, like a heart to heart conversation, or it could be in person, wanting to meet up with you. So, spirit guides on my pile number 2s. Who is dying to reach out to them? Who is dying to reach out to them? So we have the Page of Cups. You see, heart. They're coming from a place of love. Let's see the rest of the cards first. 9 of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Communication is all over your reading. Queen of Swords is communication. Okay, we have the Fool. One more card for who's dying to reach out to pile 2. Ace of Swords. Again. Okay, so interesting. And at the back of the deck, we have the 2 of Swords again. So that's synchronistic. The 2 of Swords and the Ace of Swords are emphasized in your reading, and the energy of communication is emphasized in your reading as well. I'm getting a lot of air sign energy from this pile and fire sign energy. So, like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it doesn't have to be. So, with the song, playing in the back of my mind by Drake, Take Care of You, this person does definitely have good intentions towards you. And I don't think this person has ever hurt you. But if they have, I don't think it was intentional. That's what I'm getting from this pile. If that doesn't resonate, then this may not be your pile. But what I'm really getting from this person, they could still be in your life for a lot of you. I feel like there's nothing really that happened here that caused a falling out between the two of you. So I definitely feel for a lot of you, this person is in your life currently. For a lot of you, it could be a friend with a 3 of Pentacles, someone that cares about you deeply, a sibling, a cousin. For others of you, with the Ace of Wands, I'm getting a very, like attraction kind of feeling, a romantic type of feeling, passionate type of feeling. And for others of you, this could be someone you're speaking to with the Ace of Swords right now, currently. Not like while you watch this reading, but just in general. And I feel like if this isn't someone that is in your life currently, I feel like they are coming up with better ways to communicate. I'm hearing, like, if there was a falling out because of communication, or because maybe this person did something wrong, I feel like if they did, I feel like it wasn't on purpose. That's what I'm getting here. It wasn't on purpose. And they are seeking a higher truth, a better path. This person feels very supportive towards you. They're definitely coming in with good intentions, with the Libra scales here, with a sense of honesty. Because when we think of Libra values honesty. Libra values that honest communication that is bringing harmony to the table. So whatever communication this person is dying to bring in, it's coming in from honesty, and it's coming in from pure intentions from the heart. And they want to communicate something to you that is going to bring harmony back into the connection, balance back into the connection. This person could be thinking a lot about you, could be worried about you with the Nine of Swords in reverse, but trying not to. But it's because they care with the Page of Cups. Like I said, they're coming in with a very supportive energy, and it's like they want to have some kind of heart-to-heart conversation with you. Maybe talk about what they've learned if you did have a falling out. And if not, I feel like this person maybe wants to talk about you. For a lot of you, like you and how you're doing, and if you're doing okay, because I feel with the Nine of Swords in reverse, they're definitely worried about you, but they're trying not to as well. And it's like, I feel you've been hurt before. If it wasn't by this person, I feel you've been hurt before. And it's like they want to show you that they're learning how to be a better friend, a better person, a better partner, a better lover. I don't know, like whatever type of situation this is. It's like they're learning to be or become, a person that is really in their heart space and not put that same pain onto you. And I don't think that's what they want to do in the first place. But I think they're very careful of maybe the things they say to you or how they interact with you. I hear a plane go by. That could be significant for some of you. Maybe this person wants to fly you out or travel to you if there is physical distance between the two of you. And like I said, they're coming from a place of heart space because they really care about you. I'm hearing that song by Men I Trust, Show Me love, show me how you care, something like that. This person is thinking about you a lot, like you're on their mind a lot. And if you ever have them pop up in your mind, I feel like you're someone very intuitive since you chose the amethyst crystal. And it says here you are the channel. So you're very intuitive to information coming from this person. You may already intuitively know that this person's thinking about you or daydreaming about you or planning on making a choice to communicate and tell you what's on their mind with the Ace of Swords showing up twice. They definitely want to make a choice to communicate something to you. So who is this person? I feel this person is a very free-spirited person. That's what I'm really getting from the Ace of Swords and the Fool. Like, even with this owl, I feel like this person is like free like a bird, if that makes sense. And like the colorful hair here, the Fool card, gives me this very like talkative vibe. Like this person could be very talkative. They could love to communicate. They could, I'm seeing creativity for some of you. Like this person could be creative with writing or with their words. Even if they don't use it in any way, they could just be very poetic with their words or have a way with their words. Be, very charismatic in a way. Like, I feel like if I'm looking at this person and maybe who they could be when they were in their younger years in school, for example, I feel like they'd get a lot of good marks on essays, on writing, on, projects that involve creativity and using the mind. I feel like they're very good at that, very creative in that aspect. For some of you, this person could be creative in singing and, making art or public speaking. Something about that is coming through. Or they just know how to really connect to people on a one-on-one level. Like this person could be a very extroverted person, or they could just be a person that really knows how to connect with people and really ask them questions and really get to know them in a very passionate but also charismatic way that gets people excited and gets people to open up. This person could like deep conversations, but they could also have that type of balance where they can also have more of the small talk conversations. And I feel like they could have a balance in communication where it's like they're a very honest person. sometimes maybe a little bit too honest, but then I think they're also learning how to soften that communication and also how to be more truthful in terms of their boundaries, like in an upfront way. So I guess they're learning balance here. Um, and I really feel like this person's someone that thinks a lot. They're someone that's always in their mind. Their mind is always going, going, going. Like, I feel like this person's very smart, very intelligent. A lot of third house energies here, which is communication in the mind. I feel like this person is someone that tries to make good choices in their life, tries to be a better person in their life, tries to be a supportive friend, supportive person to those around them. I feel like they're very talkative and chatty. Like, they definitely would warm you up in some way with talkativeness. That's what I'm getting. They're someone very optimistic. They're someone that can take risks and can take leaps of faith towards where they want to be and where their passions are, leading them. They could be also somewhat intuitive, but I don't know if they know. They could know for some of you. I feel like this person loves to try out new things, maybe loves to try out new restaurants, loves to maybe go shopping. I'm seeing like this person can be a little bit impulsive sometimes, but in a good way, like in a very fun way, spontaneous. That's the word I'm getting. Like, I feel like if this person was to call you one day and just be like, let's go here spontaneously, like, I feel like it would be really fun. Like, time's always fun with this person. I'm hearing this person's a character that could be very funny as well. Very good with their words. They could like to be out in nature or travel. That's what I'm getting too. And I feel like they're someone that doesn't take life too seriously. They have this very happy-go-lucky presence and very giddy, passionate presence to them. They could be someone that is in their mind so much that sometimes they worry a lot and have certain anxious thoughts, but I feel like that's not something they show to everyone. Yeah, this is what I have for you. This person is trying to reach out to you, my pile twos. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this green opal crystal and the card Energy Medicine, card number 14 with sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, and deep rest, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who's dying to reach out to you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take or resonate to leave the rest. We're going to be using the Sacred Light Oracle deck, the Vanessa Tarot, as well as the Muse Tarot. So let's get started with your reading. So Spirit Guides of my pile number threes. Who is dying to reach out to my pile threes? Who's dying to reach out to them? So we have Lord, I don't know how to say his name, sorry. Card number 22 with indecision, ego-based actions, lifestyle change. Who is dying to reach out to my pile number threes? So we have Temple Secrets with secrecy, isolation, observation, ritual magic, card number 32. Okay, and then at the back of the deck, we have Violet Fire, Transmutation, Detoxification, Psychic Vision, and Constant Distraction. So what I'm getting straight away, this person could be very spiritual. They could be into the occult. They could be psychic. They could have a healing energy in some way. Or a little bit of a magical, witchy vibe to them, but they don't have to be. So, Spirit Guides on my pile number threes, Who is dying to reach out to my pile threes? We have the Knight of Cups, and I feel the throat chakra energies with this card, so they definitely want to speak to you in some way. Who's dying to reach out to my pile threes? So we have the Seven of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Star card at the back of the deck. So who is dying to reach out to my pile number threes? Who is dying to reach out to my pile number threes? We have the Muse of Emotion showing up first, which is the King of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. Who is dying to reach out to my pile number threes? Who's dying to reach out to my pile threes? We have the World Cosmos. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles again, this time upright. And we have the Moon card. At the back of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So the signs I'm getting here are Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, especially Scorpio and Virgo. I'm getting, both earth signs and water signs from this pile. But it doesn't have to be, but yeah, that's what I see here. So in terms of who's dying to reach out to you, I feel this person, like I said, they could be into spirituality. They could be, I don't know, I get this very witchy vibe from this person. I don't know if they do magic or not, but like I'm still getting this very witchy vibe from them. So they could dabble into the occult or into that kind of side of things. They could be very psychic with the moon, very intuitive and very in tune with their psyche in some way. They could be into healing or healing modalities in some way. They could, work in the spiritual industry for some of you. I guess this may not resonate with everyone, or they could be interested in it. Or you could relate to that energy where maybe you have that energy and maybe they're interested in talking to you and, understanding what it is that you do or getting advice from you if you relate to that. I feel like they've been observing you from afar, but this person comes across very either secretive or mysterious. And I'm not sure if it's them being secretive on purpose or if they're just more of a mysterious, private person that doesn't let people into everything that's on their mind or everything that, this person is, if that makes sense. But I definitely feel like this person has been observing you from afar, looking at you from afar, either on social media or kind of like, I'm getting social media only. This person could be a little bit introverted where they're more of a person that likes their alone time. I'm getting the word lone wolf. They could work with crystals, something like that is coming through. I'm getting that maybe this person has tried plant medicines before. I don't know, I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that. Or they could want to try it. I don't know. That may not resonate with everyone. For a lot of you, I feel like something has ended with this person with the world cosmos here. This isn't someone that is currently in your circle in your life, but I feel like they're watching you. And there could be something about this person living far from you for some of you, not all of you, or wanting to travel to you, or, You know, they could be just watching your social media from a different part of the world. This could even be someone you don't necessarily know, like wanting to reach out to you because of these secrets here. Like maybe this is a stranger that you don't necessarily know for some of you. I feel like this person has been, if they know you, they've been dreaming about you a lot with the Seven of Cups and deep rest, or they've been thinking about you a lot while they are resting, and it seems they want to send you some kind of, I just heard email, message, letter, DM on Instagram, social media, Facebook. And it seems like they're coming from their heart space because, I mean, we have the Page of Cups here with the heart shining out, and we also have the Knight of Cups with a heart on the letter. So it seems like whatever intention they're coming with right now is from the heart space. Even if you two had a falling out in the past, um, I don't know for sure if this person has changed, if it was a falling out in the past, but I definitely feel like they're coming towards you with good intentions this time. I'm seeing a crow clairvoyantly. I feel like this person is definitely in touch with the occult in some way. Like, crows kind of remind me of that. Like, I'm still getting that very witchy vibe. Or this person could be that type of person that has been through a lot of transformations within their own life. If that doesn't resonate, they could be very in touch with their emotional side and their shadow aspect and maybe learning from it, you know, transforming from it, growing from it. I don't think this person necessarily wants you to know they're watching you and observing you from afar, but they are. Why is the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Pentacles upright, Spirit? What is this trying to show us? So Spirit is showing me time, like if there was a falling out between the two of you, or if you two distanced yourself from each other and like you never spoke for a while. This person could have been in an imbalanced state before that time, but now they're more balanced emotionally with the Moon and the Two of Pentacles. So if they were going through a lot of emotional imbalances at that time, maybe they were healing from something deeply or going through a big change, or I'm hearing the word merging in their life, like change or something like that. But it's change for the better. I feel like this person wants to reach enlightenment in some way or wants to become a better person, wants to change up their lifestyle and be a little bit more decisive about what it is they want to do. They could be someone very indecisive. They could be someone struggling and battling with the ego and kind of like trying to become a better person and become more emotionally available, become more grown, I'm hearing, like growing up, I guess. I'm looking at the infinity symbol here, and it seems like they want to create long-lasting change in their life that is going to last forever. This person could be focusing on their physical health right now a lot. Like focusing on getting more healthy, getting more fit, eating healthier, something like that. I'm hearing plant-based diets for some of you. Like this person is just working on becoming an overall healthier person right now. By the way, if you hear background noises, I apologize in advance. There is a gardener next door gardening, and yeah, I don't know if you can hear it on camera. But yeah, like what I'm getting from the Page of Pentacles in the reverse is like still this vibe of this person maybe watching you a little bit, observing you a little bit, getting to know you through means where like they can watch you like on social media, for example. I want to say the word studying you, but I don't think that's the right word to use. Because this rose is kind of like morphing and merging into this rose, which gives me the vibe of like, I'm trying to learn something from you, look at you, understand you, and maybe integrate some of that into my own life. But it's sort of like the vibe of like, I don't want you to know I'm doing this. So I'm even getting for some of you, this could be someone from your past. And let's say let's say maybe they're not a spiritual person, but let's say they're trying to learn from you. And your spiritual path through watching you on social media or watching the things you post or something like that, or hearing through the grapevine and like kind of thinking, if pile number 3 was in this situation, what kind of advice would they give me based on their character, and like maybe going back based off that, or kind of trying to learn from your own journey if you're someone that has a public platform and shares what you do spiritually. Like if some of you are tarot readers or energy healers, that could be coming through. This could even be someone you don't necessarily know, which is why the energy feels so secretive, because like it feels like I'm trying to pull information out of this person, if that makes sense. It feels very like closed off. Like a vault I'm trying to unlock, but I don't know the password to. Does that make sense? It feels sort of like that. Like this person is a little bit at arm's length, but like they're a little bit at a psychic distance from you. Like they're not, I don't think this person is in communication with you. So if you do have a public platform, it could be that maybe they want to leave a comment. They could be like a silent watcher, or they could be someone from your past trying to learn from you. Yeah, they could be dreaming about you a lot with the 7 of Cups, or thinking about you or daydreaming about you. For some of you, this could be an ex from the past with sensuality and devotion. Maybe they're still kind of crushing on you a little bit with the Knight of Cups, or secretly admiring you from afar. Or maybe it's someone you spoke to in the past that had a little bit of a crush on you, but you two never spoke again, or something like that is coming through. I feel like this is a person that is very in touch with their emotions, or if they're not in touch with their emotions, they could be someone more grounded and rational and more like learning to build stability within their own life, but maybe learning that emotional aspect from you. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this person could be in touch with their emotional aspect. They could be intuitive, maybe without realizing it, or could have those gifts within them that are maybe waiting to come out, where it's like a little bit of their soul secrets waiting to show them something. I feel like this person's very independent. I feel like this person's a dreamer. They're having big goals and dreams for their future. And I think they're trying to learn about how they can integrate knowledge within their life that helps them, build more stability within their careers and within what they want to do in their lives. It's kind of like they're watching your life like a movie, like they're watching you as if you're their inspiration, because I mean, we have the Muse of Emotions here. Maybe trying to become a little bit more like you, not in a bad way, not in a way of like, I want to be pile 3, but more in a way of like, I'm trying to learn from you. I'm trying to be more like you. Like I look up to you as an inspiration kind of energy. This person could be younger than you, with the pages showing up twice. Or, no, 3 times. Yeah. They could be younger than you, or they could be less mature than you, but then learning from you, if that makes sense. I feel like this person's very creative, very expressive. They're someone that doesn't take life too seriously. They have a very playful, happy-go-lucky side to them, but then they're also giving me a very earthy vibe. Like, you know how earth signs can sometimes be very rational, very intelligent, very grounded and stable. Like that's the vibe I get from this person. I think they don't show too much emotion to the whole world until they really get to know that person and build like a relationship with them. I'm seeing this person could be very funny, or just very light-hearted, very outgoing. They could enjoy physical fitness a lot, or moving around their body. They could be a very active person in that sense. I'm getting they could like fashion, or they could like to express themselves through creative means in some way. Anything else about this person's spirit? Like I said, it feels like I'm pulling information out of a vault that I don't have the password to, because the energy feels very closed off. I don't know if this person is someone that is a closed off person until they really get to know someone, or if they're protecting their energy with magic, or if they're just someone that always protects their energy in general, like maybe they're very protected by their spirit guides that maybe I'm not really allowed to get a lot of information on them. What is it, spirit? They could be energetically hiding the information by not wanting you to know, if that makes sense. So, what I found from readings, like even doing readings for people, is if someone doesn't want us to know something, even if they're not consciously, energetically putting out that intention into the universe, um, it creates a sort of mystery surrounding the energy when you try to read it because they don't want you to know about it. Does that make sense? So, like, let's say someone was hiding something from me. Energetically, it would show up that way, even if they're not a spiritual person, even if they don't know about energy. If I tried to read cards on them, it would feel like very confusing. It would feel like I'm trying to get answers, but I can't get answers, if that makes sense. So I guess this person doesn't really want you to know that they're wanting to reach out. They could be contemplating, but maybe not sure if they should. Like I said, they could be a little bit of an indecisive person. But yeah, this is what I see for you, my Pile 3s. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!